All right, we're all live on YouTube now. Yay! Hooray! Hello, YouTubes.
Hello.
Double YouTube, double YouTube channels. There they
Okay.
are.
The
So,
earliest record of the history of the Order of Jackals lies within the tumult of the 37th millennium.
with a bayonet, deal with it. All right. So, what would you like to know about Aurelia?
I thought we were going to do that together.
This is true. All right. Do 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 do. Ah. Da, 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 da. Otherwise, I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope everyone's having fun, getting ready for the holidays. I know that wait, is this Christmas Eve day? Uh
No, that's tomorrow.
that's tomorrow. Okay. I know some people still have to work today and everything like that. Unless you're like me and you requested this day off 3 months ago.
Yep.
I think this Eldar has a broken spine.
You have a broken spine, sir.
No, seriously. I think this Eldar's rig is broken.
Nope, you're broken.
The howling banshee. Like, wow. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
So 37th
yeah. I
millennium.
will say it will be interesting to
Okay.
see the
So
Eldari
37th
campaign.
millennium.
I will say it will be
Hold
interesting
on.
to
Hold
see the
on. Hold on.
Eldari
Hold on.
campaign. I will say it will I'm be holding.
Oh, ow, my ears.
Are you breaking your ears? Why are they riding dinosaurs? What is this?
I don't know. Anyways, no, I decided to go live on TikTok as well, and all the audio was doubling every time you spoke,
Oh shit!
and so it was just
The
getting worse
the
and
feed,
worse and worse
the
as time
the
went on.
feedback the feedback loop. No, it's always the worst.
Okay, within the 37th millennium, within the Shadowvar Expanse. Get that random ass name out of here. Shadowvar Expanse.
Yeah, that there's just an Eldar riding the back of a T-Rex.
Okay.
I don't get.
Then get it.
If I want it.
I mean, you could play as an Eldar in the Total War game. That's one of the
I
factions
know.
that's coming in.
That, I know. That's what I said. It's going to be very interesting to see how they play because, according to the people making the game, because they rely on stealth and subterfuge, their actual objectives are different than like the regular guardsmen, which would be like full conquer planets.
Yeah, their whole thing is um, stealth. They use the webway to get places and whatnot, and they have
Yeah,
very
but they don't.
specific objectives.
Yeah, they have very specific that they don't conquer planets.
Hold on. Okay. I forgot. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Floor now.
It's in the shadow of our expanse.
Do.
The Worms of Truth. Suit off.
Get the background game going up here. Do.
Help my nose. There it is.
Ah. Do.
I just turned on Dark Tide music and I just put it on loop.
I have again this soft choir stuff as I just randomly play Dawn of War game in the background.
Okay.
So let us make the lore.
Engines for the rebel army exploded. Okay. So, what I was thinking for
You
the
were
lore,
thinking, yes.
what I was thinking for the lore is essentially, so my chapter's homeworld, Zutov, they are they are tribes. They are like Mongol tribes essentially.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is essentially one of the essentially an old tribe was devastated. It was destroyed. Yeah, one of the old tribes was destroyed, and there was it the family of Anara, Khatun, and Aurelia.
Aurelia, yeah.
They fled the tribe before it went kaboom. Before it was destroyed. And they made their way accidentally to where the, they made it to, whatchamacallit? They accidentally made it to where the Astartes were. My chapter.
Yeah.
And essentially, what happened was the Astartes took them off-world and sent them to Terra. And essentially, from there, the family was taught Gothic and whatnot. Gothic made Imperial citizens, and sorry, my brain's dying at the moment. So, Gothic Imperial citizens, and the family became that's where the choices begin, essentially.
Yeah.
So Anara, when they got there, would essentially be she would go naval to the Naval Academy of the Imperium, making her way up through the ranks. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because I'm not immediately responding. Doesn't mean I'm not hearing you.
Okay. So essentially, was it they went? So Anara goes to the academy, makes her way up, and eventually they're like, "Oh, hey, there's a position open for the my jackal, the Order of Jackals."
Yeah.
And since you already know their language, you want to go there? Yeah, sure, I'll go there. What about Aurelia?
I would say that she's sent into the guardsmen regiments normally, like just any normal guardsman would have been.
Mm-hmm.
But being part of a Mongol tribe, she showed a ferocity that didn't quite sit well with most imperial standards. So as a result, she got in trouble quite a bit. But we can also say that a commissar took note of her and saw how she was basically no nonsense type of person, and actually was rooting out a level of corruption that was kind of seated in the area there. And as a result, he ended up proving in a training mission, and on insert name of a planet here, some backwater planet that the Imperium has had known issues with and everything like that. She caught many individuals like being very anti-Imperium. Yeah, let's just say anti-Imperium, just because lack of better words to think of at the moment.
I know.
Stop it. Stop whatever your nose is doing.
It's being the silly. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so there was a small squad, or like members of her unit were, starting to speak of desertion. Not necessarily heretical desertion, just, this individual commander is just, not a cool person to be with, and they're just a slave driver, and we don't want to be around them, pretty much. And so, talk about deserting the military, everything like that. And Aurelia, instead of just reporting them as, hey, these guys are possible deserters and everything like that, she took action on her own and, dealt with them. And that's what really caught the commissar's attention. And as such, after those traitorous people were dealt with, had her personally transferred to the commissarium and to become a commissar. Because I know that that's an actual specific thing in the lore of Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was basically, even though she was a lowbrow commoner, she got special permission to actually be a part of the commissariat and training course and everything like that. And because of that, she just went through the training to become a commissar, and when she graduated, she went on to several different fronts throughout the star systems, just being a commissar. So that's like in her standard military duty. So I would say that would be the start of her lore.
You want to write that down?
I thought you were writing it. Okay, wait.
I thought we were supposed to be writing together. You're supposed to be making your homebrew as well.
Let's see. Let's bring that back up then. Pause game. I'm just gonna do bullet points because it's also half functioning. This is how I come up with lore for nonsense. Everything I do.
Again, you're not supposed to be playing a game. We're supposed to be writing lore.
This is true. Join the god. Was a bit of a loose cannon.
My face.
Stop it.
I'm
Loose cannon.
Sorry, I can't stop sneezing.
Of a commissar.
My nose.
Tabs on her. On a training mission. In her squad talked about desertion to escape from the military. She, instead of reporting them, dealt with them herself. Now, I'm not going to say if she killed them or talked them out of it, or both.
I mean, if she's a commissar, she would have killed him.
She probably did a combination of both. So, like, the ones that were, like, you know, on the fence, she gave a chance, and the ones that were, like, full on, like, nah, I was conscripted against my own will, I have no loyalty to this at all. Oh, yeah, she executed them. Squad mates called her out for it. She just like, you think the commissar wouldn't do the same? I mean, I just saved him the trouble. That was pretty much it. And just say the commissar. Cannot be there we go. The commissar witness this via server, but whatever. There was Skull, and saw her. Saw to her getting special privilege to join the commissar. I'm sorry, I'm sure. Proceeded to have a good military career. I'm not going into every single battle she's been a part of because that would take 3 years or something. I don't know. And then eventually made her way back to what was the sector that your captor's in?
The Shadowvar Expanse. Shadowvar Expanse. Or I can just copy and send it to you real fast.
Shadow Var is one thing, and it spans to nothing. I gotta.
I sent it to you.
Alright, here we go. So yeah, eventually she made her way back to the Shadow of War events, just as part of her military career. I don't know, maybe a commissar of your, maybe like a well-renowned commissar, or a more cowardice commissar, or a more traitorous commissar in your area died or something, or
Again, I thought you were gonna make her part of your Space Marines.
I'm working in tandem with you, and that's not part of the Space Marines. No, because my entire Draconis area is completely locked off from the rest of the galaxy because of the warp scar across the galaxy.
I'm sorry. The biggest ever Lord of the Rings Lego set has been leaked. Priced at $650.
The fuck?
Made up of 8,278 pieces, the city of Minas Tirith will be the sixth largest Lego set ever in the terms of number of pieces.
Hold on. I gotta bring this up. Largest Lego set.
It's not even out yet.
Do we have?
It's not even out yet. It's set to release June 1st, 2026.
Do they have it? Oh, it's like Lego. Lego Minas here. There it is. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow, that's someone else that built it. It's a terrible photo, though.
Anyways. Origin. The earliest recorded history of the Order of Jackal lies within the tumult of the 37th millennium within the Shadowvar Expanse, where the words of truth attacked the chapter's homeworld of Zutov. During the said battle, 4 squads were sent to the enemy flagship in which to overload the engines and explode. Wait.
Overload the engines and explode.
Flagship to...
Oh, they're going in there, they're going to overload the engine, and then they're going to explode.
To overload... to overload the engines. And escape. Only one Space Marine survived from the 4 squads. Homeworld. Zutov lies on the outside of the Atolan system in the Shadowvar Expanse. Is known for having many asteroid belts and floating debris from long past battles. The planet is covered in half steppes, half black desert, which has been spared most imperialization of most planets due to the aggressive tribes. Aggressive tribes. The one time an Imperial Hydra city was attempted to be built, the largest horde came through and destroyed all the progress that the horde would do later. That horde would later be destroyed by a coalition of the other tribes. The Order of Jackal's preferred combat doctrine is a sudden, rapid mass assaults with breakthroughs exploited by deployment of swift outrider forces, causing chaos and panic in enemies' rear. They are also noted for their hit-and-run tactic.
In enemies' rear?
Yes.
So in their butt. Okay.
No. Okay, hold on.
I think it meant in. Yeah. I guess.
In the enemy's rear zone.
Yeah. Okay.
They're also noted for their hit-and-run tactics, harrying enemy forces with swift, sudden strikes, and destroying enemy supplies and logistic routes. Organization. The Order of Jackals are a non-codex compliant chapters. Instead of having 10 companies, the chapter instead organized into 6 enlarged hordes, each made up of roughly 200 Marines. The chapter has found that these enlarged companies are more robust and better suited in meeting the dangers that escape the Great Rift, as they see only 100 total Marines per company was insufficient. Horde of Jackals. First Horde. Horde of Ghostfang. Second Horde. Horde of Ironfang. Third Horde. Horde of Thunderfang. Fourth Horde. Horde of Skyfang. Fifth Horde. And Horde of Blood Raiders. Sixth Horde. Chapter Master. The rank of Chapter Master is held by Crimson Warlord Zwei, chosen by vote in the first Great Ordu gathering after the liberation of Zutoth. Though the chapter is governed by the Council of Khans, it is Zwei who bears the mantle of Crimson Warlord, serving as the voice and face of the Ordu beyond their borders. Is he who speaks to the Greater Imperium, ensuring that their movement and campaigns and victories are known and recognized. Sorry. The Order believes, right alongside their progenitors, the White Scholars, that they do not believe the Emperor of Mankind is a god. Do not believe. But more of a grand unifier. The chapter follows the burial rites of nomadic peoples of its home world. Though they have no marked graves, their bodies are returned to the home world, where they are laid to rest by the shamans and chaplains of the chapter. This is done in secrecy, each brother listing his preferred place of rest in the Black Sand Scroll, possessed by the chapter shaman. It is Gene Seed. It is assumed that the chapter is Sons of the Great Kaghan, but due to the mass reports of aggressive assaults without withdrawing, some speculate they have more than just the Kaghan's blood in their veins. Battle cry. The Khan calls, and we bring the Black Sands. Nara, actually, could you just, copy and paste me what you wrote for your person?
Right now, I just have bullet points. I'll have to send you those.
Oof.
Popular. Yeah. Yeah, because when I start, full-on writing, I tend to slow down conversation and thought process, and...
But you're also playing a game in the background?
No, I'm not. It's actually paused.
How dare you?
Yeah. Yeah, no. In fact, I'm just going to exit the windows. There we go. Game's not even open anymore. Anyway, yeah, so... Is there a specific planet in your area that has, trouble and everything?
Hold on. So currently we have the Shadow of our Advance. We have Zutoth, the homeworld, which is all tribes. We have Karzul, which is a ash world or dead world, because there was a 13-year-long war that happened on the planet, and now the planet is fucking dead.
Good job, guys.
Then we have Zutoth's moon, which I don't have much on.
You want to make that a battlefield?
I mean, they had to liberate it after the, they had to liberate it after the battle for Zutoth, so sure.
So we could say that Aurelia made it was part of the campaign to liberate the moon. Unless that's happening way too soon for Nara.
I don't know. Also, to be fair, in order to get to Anara from the 37th millennium to the 41st millennium, she is put on ice a lot.
Well, yeah, no, because pretty much, a lot of the really good commanders and everything like that, they are put on ice multiple times. That's how Kyra Zane has been around still. He's been put on ice. The fact.
Also, allegedly, Yarick is coming back.
And then there's the stupid lore of the one super badass as Imperial Guards commissar commander guy that,
Sypha?
made
No. What was his name? I forgot.
the guy that earned the respect of orcs.
Yarick?
Is that him?
Yarick, yeah.
Alright. Yeah,
Yeah.
good, because killing him off screen was stupid. That was one of the stupidest things. Killing one of the most awesome Imperial Guardmen who actually earned the respect of an orc war boss. And was let go so that they could just fight some more. Just killing him off screen, that was stupid. No. But yeah, no. If you can think of any like planet in that area that had like military strife or desertion or a place that needed a commissar, she would probably be set there because she's a commissar.
Sorry, I got up because I was hangy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, actually, what I was thinking is, whatchamacallit? What I was thinking is essentially, not in the actual, like, Shadowvar Expanse, but, like, in the next area that they go in, they fight orcs, essentially.
Yeah.
And, like, you're deployed to that same sector to fight the orcs.
Yeah. So Aurelia would be just, yeah.
And at some point, Anara comes down to the planet to, help with logistics on the planet, because the Ordu is not very good with handling their own supplies.
Oh. I would like to think that there's a funny little situation where an Ordu who knows Anara, who hasn't actually met her, like just a squad of like, I don't know, fresh Marines that know of Anara and, understand that, yeah, she's kind of the adoptive mother of your Marines. They don't know her, and she's just and Aurelia is just like being quote unquote mother to them, just kind of whipping them into shape before Anara shows up.
I don't know who the fuck you are or who the fuck you think I am, but yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I think that, was it enough, how do you say your fucking character's name?
What?
How do you say your character's name?
My internet's fucking dying, hold on.
Stop dying.
No, internet, stop it. Stop dying. I know what's life. Are we good?
No, we're actually dead. We're actually in the afterlife right now.
Oh god dang, I didn't realize. I don't see the Emperor. This is hell.
Dude, it'd be really funny if, like, both of us died, and just the Emperor's there waiting for us, just like, sorry, you have to go back, your job is not done. What the fuck?
What the fuck? That would be the worst.
Your job is not done, brothers!
Oh, man. Anyway.
Yeah, would be, but your character, I keep forgetting how to say her name, but would be funny if, like...
Yeah.
Aurelia. Would be funny, like, she gets deployed to the planet not knowing that the Ordu is there, And upon getting to the planet, she sees the Space Marines and goes, "Wait a minute! I fucking know you! I know that! I know those! I know those colors."
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah. Being a commissar, she doesn't say anything at first, and then she sees them mishandling the ordnance and the supplies, and then she just kind of, "Oi! What the bloody hell do you think you're doing?" Or something. I don't know. Maybe not Scottish, but she just starts scolding them and whips them into actually maintaining the ordnance properly. So Anara comes down and is probably thinking like, "All right. How are they messing up this time?" and finds that everything's actually in perfect order. And she's thinking that, maybe these guys finally learned the lesson, only to find out that, nope, they haven't learned the lesson, and her sisters here are doing the exact same thing she does, because they're twins. Again, do any of your Space Marines actually fear her?
No.
No?
I mean, Space Marines are trained to not have any fear, so she's like that. She's like that old grandmother that has the flip flop ready to throw at you at any time.
Yeah.
But she's not old.
Aurelia's the aunt that does the same thing. Anyway.
Hey, Hina.
Yeah.
Lore update. They left me unsupervised.
What?
Look at your DMs.
Oh, sorry. You left me unsupervised again, yeah. Oh no. That's a funny meme. I'm a knight in armor. I have glowing pink armor with a Uzi.
But yeah, my brain is dying at the moment. I'm sorry. But yeah. So we get promoted to so we get promoted to ship mistress.
Between the ordnance and supplies and
she would.
we could also say that while the rest of her guard that she was with were like kind of cowering in fear as like, oh shit, the commissar is going to get herself killed by talking to the god's angel, the god's angel of death. Marines like that, and the Marines are just like, yes, ma'am.
Compliance.
Because again, they don't know that she has a twin because they don't talk about each other very often.
Nope. I mean, to be fair, I barely think they know each other. After they went off into...
they knew each other for the first, I don't know, 10 years of their life.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yep.
Each assuming the other one was dead already because they both went into warfare on different fronts and saw how bloody massacres happen.
Yep.
I also like to think that any of the other like officers that are more like sentimental and emotional, who are just like, you just found your long lost sister and you're indifferent to the whole thing. It's like, yeah, she's alive. What do you expect? They both just on both sides are just like, how are you two not emotional over this? You haven't seen each other in 600 years.
Not 600, but you know.
Oh.
I mean, it's only been 100 years since the Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Has it been 100 years since the Horus Heresy?
Well, they're in the 42nd. Well, they're in the 42nd millennia now in the terms of timeline. The year in Warhammer 40K. It is the early 42nd millennia. Yeah, when the great... Yeah, basically the 42nd millennia began with Guilliman's return and the Great Rift forming. That was the 42nd millennia start, pretty much. Events in recent books and games placed setting around 10 42nd millennia and 25 42nd millennia range. With many fans leaning towards the latter end as the Indomitus Crusade concludes and a new conflict begins, according to Google AI. So. Millennia is 1,000 years, so at least 1,000 years have passed since the Horus Heresy. That happened in the 40th millennium, right? When did the Horus Heresy end? Yeah,
31.
That ended in the 34. Yeah, so it's been a while. So that was in the 31st millennium. And it's now the 42nd millennium. So... 9-year conflict, by the way. Going to Google AI. The fun times ahead. What is it, Anara? It's Anara, right? His sister?
Yep. Anara.
Yeah, that's right. Would you call your mission... Would you call your liberations like crusades, or what would you call them?
Hunts.
The hunt, yeah.
Because they're White Scars, they're not Black Templars.
You want to say that they liberated the world in record time?
I mean, they are known for being very aggressive, so yes.
And with both your ship captain and with his ship captain and her naval activities, your regular Ordu, and their speedy actions, and a commissar are put in charge of the ground troops of Marines, able to keep up with the Ordu. Yeah, I would say they get it done in record time when you got.
I mean, you also have to take in account that the Ordu Jackals is non-compliant because they also deploy en masse. So you're seeing 6 full companies of Space Marines coming down.
And then there's a commissar that gives orders to them to help them be more efficient in their hunt.
Just, all I can imagine is your commissar looking up being like, why is that a massive fucking fleet above us? Oh, that's the entirety of a Space Marine chapter? Oh, shit!
It's like, it's more like, huh, finally, someone's taking this seriously. That's pretty much what it is.
All I can was it. So, all the first 5 hordes or companies of my chapter, they deploy normally. 6th horde with Chapter Master Zawai as the lead, they deploy in enemy rear zones, and their objective is to kill the head honcho of the enemies.
Off the head.
Yep.
By the blood hunters.
They're specifically made to deploy behind the entirety. So most chapters, they have first company, which is their veterans, which is like Terminators and whatnot. In the Ordu, you when you become veteran, you can decide to have a Phobos Marine armor, which I know is kind of cringe most of the time, but the Phobos Marines are actually the veterans in my chapter.
I forget what's the size of let's see, what is it? Army units. So we've got squad, platoon, company, battalion, brigade, division, corps. We'll call it we'll say that the commander of the... We'll say that in this campaign, that she was in, the commander of the corps, it was an orc you were fighting, right?
I think it might be closer to I think it might be better to be Tau, because that's who they usually fight.
Okay. We'll say that a Tau sharpshooter managed to kill the commander of the Imperial Guard Corps.
Mm.
In thinking that, thinking that if they lose their leader, their will would be broken. Only to find out that, nope. Aurelia and her guard are like the Americans. You take down the commander, they're going to attack. They're not retreating. They're not thinking. They are. Sniper in that direction. Let's have all the artillery barrages zone in on that one person. That hill does not exist. That hill does not exist anymore.
There was a something like that happened during the Korean War. Essentially, some artillery they hit one of the battleships that was out at sea, the American battleships.
Oh yeah, I know, and it led to one of the greatest quotes of all time by one of the other ships. Temper.
There was also only something similar as well happened to that. There's only one ship that managed to hit its targets on D-Day.
Yeah, that's because one of the ship captains, yeah.
They flooded half of their ship so they could get a correct angle.
Yeah. The ship got hit in the Korean War.
Temper.
Battleship Wisconsin received minor damage.
That entire artillery unit got turned to red mist.
Yeah, no. uh, infuriated, the Wisconsin unleashed its powerful, all of its powerful 16-inch guns, destroying the coastal batteries responsible. A moment famously summarized by the escort ship the USS Duncan signal, temper, temper. I mean, yeah, no. That's pretty much,
Yeah.
man.
Just imagine some random like Tau hits the side of one of my chapter ships, and the entire you just see the entire chapter ship just turn, open fire on that one position. So what happened over there? They don't exist anymore. Why? They hit one of the ships.
There we go. Does your Ordu use bikes?
Yes,
Okay.
heavily.
I'm gonna say that she commandeered one of the bikes from the Marines. Just like, I'm taking this bike. Like, you don't get a say in the matter. She just rode
I
off.
feel like that would cause a lot of like anger.
Oh, she was already angry because they took down the command structure. And she told, I was like, you could either ride with me, or you could stay behind. We're going now.
I feel like my Space Marine would be like, "Get on," and then he would drive her.
I would think that she would drive.
No, he would drive.
Whatever.
Just because, what is it? Space Marines don't like having their shit stolen.
No, she wasn't stealing it. She was borrowing it. Aurelia is very good at returning the things she's borrowed.
But again, you're stealing a transhuman's thing.
She doesn't care. She has. If she was a man, she has balls of steel.
I do believe the Space Marine would act faster than she could.
I'll put see leather charge on the back of a Ordu's bike.
Ah, my nose.
Let me go back to, let's say,
Did Dark Tide just get another? Hold on.
they get another update.
I think they just now. Yes. Hold on. Is there new stuff in the Commodore's Ventures thing? Like two shakes. Hold on.
Let's say armored vehicle on size. Let's see. Sizes in groups of armored vehicles. There we go. Like, what is it called? Fucking. God dang it.
Armored column?
Okay. Yeah, we'll do an armored column. And let's say a 4 armored columns, because it's the guardsmen. They don't do things in small numbers. All right. So while she rode with the Space Marine, she also led 4 armored columns of Lumen Rust tanks in the battle along the main line after the assassination. So first, she blew up the hill that the sniper was on, and then she proceeded to go up to the order who was saying, "I'm taking this bike."
Get on. Get on.
I would say that the order's like, "You're not taking my bike." Like, it's like, "Yo, I'm taking this bike, and you can either stay here or you can come with me."
I'm driving.
Good. Good. And then she gets on there, gives a small inspirational speech, tells the 4 armored columns to mount up. We're going in.
I mean, to be fair, the Ordu also there's no update to the Commodore's Ventures. Anyways, the Ordu they do have a tactic where they use tanks to break through the enemy line, and then Outrider bikes come in afterwards and then make a giant not U. Tanks break through, bikes come in and just like smack everyone essentially. If that English.
This went this went against that tactic, and it was in fact just a joint like wedge formation with her at the front of the wedge edge and a few other bikes with them and a couple Lumen Russes and everything. So it was all as one giant wedge formation piercing into the front line.
Oh.
Needless to say, speed was the answer, and while the Tau railguns are very efficient at taking out heavy armored vehicles, she gave the order to drive fast and evasive. Don't worry about aiming your shots. Just fire your machine guns, and only until you get within X number of meters, fire the main cannons. Unless they had like the Vulcan Lumen Rust tanks. I forget what they're called. I think the Stormlight. Variants of Lumen Rust tanks. Warhammer 40K. There we go. There's so many of them. Like some of the frontline ones were the Exterminator that has the twin auto cannons. Wait, no, that's twin auto cannons. Where is the Punisher? There it is, the Gatling cannons. Yeah. So it's just like the front of the wedge is just a bunch of vanquishers, or it's just firing off their high velocity. Oh, so the Punisher firing their Gatling guns to kind of pin down the infantry from shooting their railguns.
You'd also have you'd also have this for my group, my tanks, the Predator Destructor.
Yeah, There's also Predators charging in the battle too. So it's just a massive armored advance and everything. Hello, thank you for the follow on the YouTube side, Pog.
Pog moment.
Pog moment. Yeah. We're mostly just writing lore today. Hey, that's why it's the way that it is, man. I just hope my chat is functioning correctly. Is my chat functioning correctly? Please tell me
Nope, it's dead. Sorry, it's gone. I ate it.
Aww.
I ate your chat.
How could you?
I was hungry. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Anyway, so yeah, uh, 4 columns of Luminous tanks and anything else?
Yes,
What was your tank called again?
the Predator Destructor.
Would you say how many tanks? Would you say it would be how many columns would you have?
Usually they combine into one column, and they use that as like a sledgehammer to break through the line.
I totally misspelled destructors and column. There we go. Alright, so 4 columns of armored of Luminous tanks and 1 column of Predator Destructors in the battle. Oh. I'll put a side note. Which up until this point had lasted for weeks, ended in just a few hours. So it was a battle, and it was on there for it was happening for weeks before like the Ordus kind of came in there and started giving a better advantage. And then the assassination happened, and then the battle ended in a few hours later because they just charged for it. It's like, nope, fuck this shit.
We're done. We're sick of these goddamn railguns in our goddamn areas.
Yep, and it's like
all I can imagine is the battle ends, and you just look over the Ordu carrying away wine from the enemy. Just, this is ours now. That's all they came there for, was the wine from the enemy.
You know what'd be hilarious? We a recreation of the quote "temper, temper." So Anara comes down. Anara comes down after the battle. It's like, sister, temper, temper.
Temper, temper.
Quote, she quote, to mind her temper during battle.
Like,
She needs to quote, mind her temper during battle.
alright, hold on.
What are we waiting on?
No, go on, sorry.
Oh, yeah. So basically, Aurelia comes down after the battle. I'm sorry, Anara comes down after the battle and tells Aurelia, "You need to mind your temper during battle, sister." or like, just sister of mine, like, just kind of like, you know, sisterly teasing and everything like that.
It's gonna be really funny, like, during, like, the 40k, like, Total War 40k when it comes out. I make my Ordu, you make your Imperial Guard. You make Aurelia, and I make my chapter. Just like, we make lore based on the 40k game.
That'd be fun, yeah. Was it 2020 later 2026 or 2027?
There was no announcement saying when it was coming out.
Okay.
All I know is it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like, we've been waiting for this kind of 40k game.
The next thing to come out, Battlefield 40k.
Meh. At least 40k. At least we're gonna be eating good. We're gonna be eating good.
Oh yeah. And
We
it's a
have
company
we have Dawn of War coming out. We have
Dawn of
40.
War 4, yeah, which
We have-
actually looks to be a lot better than 3.
We have Total War 40K coming out, and we had the announcement for Space Marines 3 as well.
A lot of good shit coming out next year and everything.
I don't think Space Marines 3 is coming out anytime soon, but
Well,
yeah.
just this starting next year, a lot of good things coming out, both in video games, in terms of video games and everything like that. On my side, I think got 2.0 and a complete channel update.
New Tal lore, by the way.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, I heard there was new Tau lore. Go on.
The Tau are essentially going to
Oh yeah, they're expanding out, and they're going to be facing the Necrons now.
and they're going to be stealing their Necron technology, like their teleportation.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And then they also have a new XV stealth suit coming out too. The darker, greater good. The Tau isn't an ideal utopia. Yeah. Because they had to make them grimdark. We couldn't have any quote-unquote good guys in it, which kind of stupid. But oh well.
No one is good. No one is good.
Oh. Apparently there's a Tau goddess now.
Hasn't that always been a thing?
A small warp entity, Tau of has
no,
emerged from the faith of the guardsmen.
So essentially, the Tau at some point accidentally went into the warp, and while they were in the warp, the embodiment of the greater good, it like came into existence and was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, but it has emerged from the warp. The Great Rift, the Damocles Rift, separates the main Tau Empire from Commander Farsight and its Enclave, halting direct conflict, enforcing new strategic paths. It says the Tau the Tau are adapting to being more isolated, focusing on managing their existing threats and dealing with threats like the Necrons and Tyranids more independently. Drones as equipment in the 10th edition. Drones. Oh, that's gameplay. That's gameplay stuff. They started making drones as equipment versus actual units and everything. Let's see, that was, yeah. I'm gonna go to dakadaka.com.
Daka.
It's a forum page here.
When is there not enough Daka?
There ain't enough Daka here, you crook. If there's not enough Daka, though, we're gonna crump you a good one. I honestly, one thing for Dawn of War 4, I can't wait to see Gorguts again. I love Gorguts. He's a fantastic character. And that guy just can't die. Gorguts has been in every single Dawn of War game.
I'm gonna be honest, I wish that they had done orcs in Space Marines 2 instead of Tyranids, because, oh my god, the Tyranids put me to sleep, and so do the Chaos.
I kind of wish they would have put Necrons in there.
Meh. Maybe was it Space Marine 3 will get Necrons because there's a bunch of Necron stuff happening for Titus, so.
Yeah. But it makes sense that they either use orcs or Tyranids as the main enemy, and then bring in something like Chaos, because when you look at like most lore for Space Marines and everything, or in terms of like what they fight against, yes, they fight against a lot of Xenos, but they're mostly fighting against Chaos.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunately that's the corner they've written themselves into for the most part. They don't have much conflict outside of orcs, Tyranids, and Chaos. Yes, if they're fighting in certain areas, you'll have the Tau facing off. You have traitorous Imperial Guard, but they're not really the biggest threat to them unless they get like completely jumped. Like an entire regiment betrays them, a squad of Marines that they would, probably be defeated. But for the most part, Games Workshop and a lot of other writers have written themselves into a corner of, Space Marines, where they gotta be fighting Chaos because that's what they fight. And that just ends up how it ends up mostly.
Yeah.
Which again, it's not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world, but yes, it would be a lot more interesting if the main enemy of a conflict wasn't Chaos, but maybe the Dark Eldar.
I'm still waiting for the Dark Eldar plot that brings back Jagatai. Book zooms in. There's a bunch of dead Dark Drukhari. And all you see on top of the mass is Jagatai Khan. Like, yes! Give me that.
Yeah. So it would be interesting to do that. But at the same time, like, you gotta have a good writer that understands all facets.
To be fair, I don't think Jagatai is going to be coming back anytime soon. I think after the Horus Heresy, he needs a fucking break. Like, no joke, he needs a break. He lost his best friend. Another friend of his betrayed him to try to join Horus. He lost Space Mom. He lost so many people.
Yeah, no, there's a lot that I think. I would also find it interesting to, the other thing I really want from a Warhammer game is I don't want an Imperium-focused game. I want another, like, Fire Warrior, but an actual good Fire Warrior game.
I don't think we're going to be getting that, I'm sorry.
I know, because the fandom is just gaga over the Imperium.
Total War 40k, you'll be able to play as the Tau when they come out.
You'll be able to play as every faction and make your own story, which is usually what happens for the most part. But it would be interesting to play a different faction in a single-player game.
I mean, again, you could play Total War single player.
Except for not a strategy game. I'm talking like from a single character perspective. That's what I mean. Yeah. Because don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Hellfire Warrior. Yes, I do agree. The game is bullshit. Like, the outside of the first set of missions, when you're fighting the guardsmen specifically, once you start fighting Chaos, it's fucking dull. Oh, it sucks. Because the Chaos Marines hit so hard, but I think it's actually one of the first times that they got the bolter right. Like, I don't know if you've ever played Fire Warrior before.
I haven't.
Yeah. So, prior to that, they've always treated the bolter as, like, this heavy machine gun, when it's not. As we all know, it fires
Red Bull can.
Yeah. So,
a Red Bull can that, upon hitting someone, explodes.
Yeah. And in Fire Warrior, that's what it did. It wasn't a rapid fire machine gun. It was heavy, it was bulky, and everything exploded when you shot it.
I think we've gotten off topic.
I know we've gotten off. Well, we're coming to the end of the stream anyway, so. Yeah, it's almost 11:30. But yeah, no. Fire Warrior got the bolter Right. But again, the problem was the story was meh. It eventually just degraded into a Space Marine versus Chaos story, and you're just a Tau. That was it. Uh, but it would be fun to play another game where you are from the perspective of not a guardsman, not a space marine, not a chaos space marine, but an Eldar, a Tau. Heck, it would be fun to play. Um, what's the game? Evolve, I think is what it is.